Texas shatters its own solar power record. And this is kind of interesting because you get all this stuff, we talk about green energy and what's going on, but they've really put a lot of wind and solar online. Texas was the original state to do wind. They were the first state there was investment of wind.
Well, they got lots of wide open spaces out there. If you've ever driven through West Texas, it goes on and on and on and on.
Oh, I went to college in Houston for a year. And it never seemed like you could get out of the state. It took forever to get from Houston to Oklahoma. Yeah. That was probably half the drive to North Dakota, just getting out of Texas. Texas in 2022 generated 26% of all U.S. wind-sourced electricity, leading the nation for 17 years in a row. Wind surpassed nuclear in 2014.
Yeah, the interesting thing is now I think there's a bill being created to bring them back into the national grid system.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, that'll be interesting to see what happens there, because they didn't want to be a part of no federal system. And now they've had so much turmoil and so many problems with their grid that they said, well, maybe we should become a part of the whole national grid, and then we don't have to depend as much on ourselves. We can depend on our neighbors. So I don't know, because our Southwest Power Pool actually goes down there and touches that area.
No, I understand. But yeah, you would think with as much power as they have coming online, they'd be sending power out to surrounding states. So this is a big jump here. Texas grid recorded a solar power jump of 46% in January of this year compared to January of last year, going from 1.5 million megawatt hours to 2.2 million megawatt hours. That is a huge amount of energy. It's amazing the grid can take that much of growth in a single year.
I wonder if is that administered by the Texas Railroad Commission, like everything else is, oil and gas?
Well, they got this group called ERCOT, and it controls all of the electric companies, because there's all kinds of electric companies in Texas. They have this sort of deregulated power industry there.
Which is why they've had all the problems they've had.
Yeah, that's probably a lot of it. Yeah, it's just amazing how much is going on there. Texas is a grid almost entirely of itself. 90% of the state comes under ERCOT. They expect those 22,000 megawatts, which that's a 7,000 megawatt hour increase from the year before. They expect it to grow another 8,000 megawatt by the end of the year to 30,000.
Yeah, we're starting to wonder now, when does solar and wind surpass output of oil and gas?
Wind surpassed nuclear in 2014 and exceeded coal-fired generation in 2020.
They're headed towards surpassing, supplanting, maybe is a better word, even the famed Texas oil and gas industry, I bet, at some point.
Yeah, it's pretty amazing. Well, Texas has the Permian Basin, and they're a huge part of all the oil extracted in the United States. It's the nation's number one oil and gas producer. It was 42% of crude oil and 27% of natural gas.
Yeah, I drove through the western part. It'd be the eastern part of New Mexico where we drove from Texas, and we drove up, to Carlsbad and that area. And as we're driving through that western part of the Permian Basin, you could smell the natural gas and the petroleum in the air.
Hi, I'm David with EV World News. If you like this video, then please press the like button. If you like the content and would like to see more videos on electric vehicles, then please hit the subscribe button. If you have some feedback for us, please let us know in the comments. Have a great day.